Clown Town. There is a town several days' journey from any other town that every traveler who ever traveled said was one of the most interesting towns they had ever seen. The town had brightly colored buildings that sat along brightly colored roads, upon which drove tiny cars that could sit more than 20 people at a time. Along the sidewalks sat vending carts filled with huge fake flowers and hand buzzers and large red noses that honked when you squeezed them. The leaves in the trees were the color of cotton candy, and the fire hydrants were covered in polka dots. While the town might not have been a good fit for someone who wanted to be a banker, or a teacher, or a lawyer, it was perfect for someone who wanted to be a clown. That's why it was called Clown Town, a town where clowns came from all over the world to be the most beautiful clown they could be. The sign over Clown Hall even read, "Clown Town can make anyone beautiful." The shops in Clown Town were unlike any shops in the world. There were huge pie shops, wide tie shops, bunny hat shops, and tummy fat shops. Shops for big and tall, thin and large, wide and small, a shop for every shape and every size that could fit through their doors. One shop sold the makeup that clowns used to paint their faces. And while normal stores have normal colored makeup, the makeup in Clown Town came in hundreds of colors like red, blue, purple, plaid, and polka dot. There was glitter, lipstick, eye cream, eyelashes, eyeshadow, eye pencils, everything you could use to make up your face was in that shop. Now across the street was a giant shoe shop. Now while you may have a normal size shoes in a normal town, the shoes in Clown Town were extra tall, extra wide, extra small, and supersized. They came with colorful laces or big buttons or jingle bells that attached to every toe. Every giant, glistening, glittering shoe you could dream of was in that shop. Now next to the giant shoe shop was an even bigger shop. It was so big that it took up 2 city blocks. What shop would need to be that big? The Clown Town wig shop. Now in an average wig shop, in an average town, you may find straight blonde wigs, or wavy brown wigs, or curly brunette wigs. In Clown Town, there were big, huge, giant, fluffy, pink, blue, and red cotton candy wigs that overfilled every shelf on every aisle and every corner. There were so many wigs that there was little space for anything else, even customers. Every beehive, afro, and rainbow wig you could dream of was in that shop. Now across the street from that shop was a very important shop because in Clown Town, as in much of the rest of the world, it's considered inappropriate to walk around naked. No matter how much you painted your body, you still needed to cover it with something. The clothing shop covered the clowns in large shirts with big buttons, long socks with thick stripes. There were rainbow-colored suspenders, giant 4-fingered gloves, and pants that were too wide, too small, too large, or too tall. Every color, every print, and pattern you could dream of was in that shop. Now, most of the clowns in Clown Town stuffed their shirts, or stuffed their pants, or stuffed their gloves, or stuffed their bras with any kind of stuffing to make them look bigger, taller, wider, and fatter. But there was one shop in Clown Town that was for clowns who didn't like to stuff their clothes. It was a shop that many clowns frowned upon because instead of stuffing your clothes, this shop would stuff you. With a few medical procedures, you could have a chest the size of a prize-winning watermelon, you could have a butt the size of a full-grown elephant, or you could have a nose the size of an apple that's grown too heavy for its tree. Any body part you felt needed to be altered or overhauled could be fixed in that shop. Now, the busiest shop in all the shops of Clown Town had a sign over its door that read, "Nobody likes an old clown shop." It was a very popular shop because, as the sign read, nobody likes an old clown. They were scary, they caused nightmares, and they frightened the children. Everyone loved a young clown. Old clowns spent their days staring into an open-end bottle of an alcohol while reciting a repertoire of rude remarks to people who passed them by. Fortunately for these clowns, and the other clowns in Clown Town, every unwanted wrinkle, every undesired line, every bag under every eye could be smoothed out and made young again in that shop. Clown Town was truly different than any other town. And it was into this amazing town that a girl named Jessica was born. After spending her first 8 years of life watching the grown-ups put on their wigs, their shoes, suspenders and flowers and face paint, she just couldn't wait to become a clown.